Hey y'all, Joefer here, the cranky old J guy. It is Saturday, the 4th of January, 2025. And I just gotta say, what a day so far. I went to the grocery store. It took 35 minutes to get there. It is 3.7 miles away. And it took even longer than that to come home. I don't know what it is with traffic and people and rain, and it has been raining continuously for hours and hours and hours and hours, and people just want to go out and drive in it. There is a mile-long trail of cars just down 33rd towards Broadway. It's unfreaking believable. The store was packed. The Saturday market adjacent to the parking lot of the store was packed with people all in winter wear and hoodies, no umbrellas, just hoods. And it was pouring and they were standing out in this. And for what? To buy a fresh vegetable that's, $18 more than it should be? Yes, I know that's an exaggeration, but I think farmers markets should be affordable markets as opposed to let's mark them up as high as we can because we know that people with money will pay more thinking that they're getting healthier foods. It's just a little thing I have with farmers markets. A lot of them become craft malls, which is something I don't get. I mean, if you're selling tomatoes and you're also selling, jars to hold the tomatoes, that's one thing. But if you're just out there selling hand knitted napkins or hand woven crocheted caps or something, save that for a craft fair. You don't sell that at a farmer's market. I don't know. It doesn't go along with my aesthetic of what I think a farmer's market is intended to be, which is to move the products from the farm directly to the people, thereby cutting out the middleman and saving money. But that's not what they are. They're a huge markup. And I didn't even think that farmers markets were going to be my crank today. But that did make me really, really cranky. But my crank today was more just the congestion, the people, the weather. It's always the weather. Whenever I have a crank, you can always say, and there's always one more, and it's the weather. Because in the Portland, Oregon area, it's mostly rainy, cold, and damp for, at least 8 months out of the year. And then we have some pleasant weather, but then it gets nice and warm in the summer, late summer. But prior to that, it's not even worth visiting the city. I know I would be a terrible person to work for the Chamber of Commerce, but if you really want to see Portland in its best, you need to come when it's warm. Forget winter. It's gloomy. It's dark. If you suffer from any type of depression, it's going to depress the hell out of you. I was raised in this depression, so I'm used to it. And for me, it's more of a dark cloud than a depression. So that's my big gripe for the day. The junk behind me. And look at that. If you look over that way, you can see my full-length mirror and you can see the ring light I'm using. The reason I'm looking really bright right now and I washed it out is because when I tested it back, looking at it after I did it, it was too dark. So I hope I'm not too washed out in the final video, but that we'll see. I was going to talk about the crap behind me. There is a dinner taking place in my living room this evening. So I took the sectional apart and put part of it in here so there can be a large table in there. Because even with the leaf, my dining room table only seats 6, and my dining room is pretty small. And I think there's going to be 20 plus people here. So there's room out there now. There's a table set up. There's another table over here on the wall I'll bring out if needed. And yes, there's someone in the kitchen right now cooking, and at 5 o'clock, there'll be 2 or 3 more people cooking. Anyway, that's why there's junk here. Yeah, I don't throw parties, and I don't have more than a few people over at a time, let's say, to eat or to talk or have coffee or whatever. I am trying to come out of that And that's why I said yes to this party. Um, I'm trying to get over that because I have never been that person that posts these things. I will attend a party, but I know that I can ditch after a couple hours if it gets too much, because when I'm around too many people all at once, I just need to get away from it. It's one of the reasons I despise holiday shopping. And it was bad today at the grocery store for the same reason. It's like, geez, give me some room. I can't take all this chatter, chatter, chatter surrounding me 24 hours a day. It's a problem I have with IKEA too, which is one of my biggest cranks when it comes to retail, is the design of the IKEA store. It's like a maze. It's well, it's like a board game with lots of twists and turns and little cut throughs, but the cut throughs never really take you to the exit. They just take you to another place that you have to work your way out of. And it's designed to trap you in the store, to keep you in the store seeing their products longer because they want you to buy more. And I understand that as a sales tactic, but on a mental tactic, it is miserable. When I go to IKEA, I look at a map online first. I know where I'm going and what I need to get, and I rarely go there. And then I will go in the back entrance, the exit, because that's a more direct route to the products you actually want. Because when you come through the front door, you have to take an escalator upstairs or walk the stairs, and you end up in showrooms. And depending on what you're buying, I mean, they might have, if you're buying dishes or something, they might be in the showroom, or silverware. But most of it is down towards the exit on big racks. So you find out where it's at by looking at the showroom stub or tab. And then you go down towards the exit and you pull the stuff off the rack. This is for large items, bulk items, anything that you might actually buy at IKEA. I mean, you're not going to go in and just buy a kitchen. You're going to go in and look at the kitchens and then decide what you want. And you'll go to their design guy, who will then give you a list of all the items that you need. And then you can go down and pull them. It would be so much nicer if they would just arrange it so you could get in and out. Forget all this trapping. It irks the hell out of me. I enjoy, here's another store, Trader Joe's. I enjoy it, but the way that they don't have aisles that just go front to back, front to back. They go at angles, so you have to walk way too far to get to another aisle, and they're really long aisles. So again, you can't just run in and grab something. You can't. I mean, if you know where it's at, you can go up to the check stands and then see which aisle it's on and run over to it. But when you come in the front door, it kind of filters you over into the fruit area, and then they want you to wrap around. And again, it's a way to keep you in the store longer, which is very manipulative. And I don't appreciate it. And if I ever have a store of any kind, I won't. But if I did, it would be front to back aisles with a split in the middle so you can go in, get what you want, and get the hell out. I'm not going to trap you in the store. Same with a bodega. I would make it convenient. Aisles wouldn't be 3 feet wide. They would be 6 feet wide, so you can get around people too, so you're not congested. It's another thing that irks me with the modern design of grocery stores is, I know with Freddy's, once Kroger bought it, they redesigned all the stores. And Kroger took these nice big wide aisles, and they'd always have displays, especially for the holidays, it would block the aisles. But Kroger shrunk them all down. So now they're the width of 2.5 fast carts, which is your shopping cart, which isn't enough room when they then go put displays in the middle of the aisle trying to sell products. Again, you get stuck always behind someone who is shopping. Another thing I don't understand is shopping. Know what you want, go get it. Don't wander through a store waiting for things to catch your eye and see what you want to buy. That is ridiculous. Make up your mind before you go to the store what you're going for. It doesn't mean you can't buy additional items once you get there, but don't just wander around the store. What was I trying to say? Meander. Don't just meander around the store, blocking aisles and getting in people's way and walking like, 2 miles per hour in the 35 zone, okay? Okay, I think I have probably griped too much about this because I don't even know what today's story was about other than my frustration with taking so long just to get to a store that's only 3.7 miles from my house. On that note, I am going to wish you all well and have a happy Saturday night. I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.
Woke up to gray skies, yeah, feeling like lead. Joefer, the cranky old gay guy.